Hello and welcome to another Rich Trains Leicester Square Theatre podcast retro video, isn't it, Phoebes? Where I am talking, and I say I'm talking advisedly, to Ross Noble. In fact, he is talking, and I am not talking. So I hope you will enjoy that. If you enjoy these, do come and see me on tour. Go to www.richterring.com/happy_now/tour. You can see all of the dates coming up very soon. Here are some dates coming up. On the 3rd of March, I will be at Warwick Arts Centre. I'm up against Catherine Ryan, who's in the big room. If you prefer her, go and see her in the bigger room. I'm in quite a big room, but she's in the mass room. 4th is Oxford, though that has sold out. 5th is Northampton, that has not sold out. 10th is Croydon, that really hasn't sold out. I mean, it's just going to be you and me if you're going to that one. 11th, Exeter, which is doing pretty well. Colchester on the 12th, which always sells out. 15th, Birmingham Glee, does quite well. 16th, Edinburgh, which is sold out. 17th, Glasgow, which is nearly sold out. 18th, York, which is a massive room, I cannot sell out. 19th, Norwich, which is sold out. It's going quite well, so book ahead. Coming up after that, Chorley, Lincoln, Wolverhampton, Reading, and go to richterring.com to see all the other dates. After that, it's been nice to talk to you. Now watch me not talking as Ross Noble talks a lot. You haven't been very talkative. Would you rather have a ham hand or an armpit that dispenses sun cream, Phoebe? No? Okay. You'd rather have my telephone. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You've been very quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Leicester Square Theatre. Please welcome a man who you can't rely on to help you if you collapse on an aeroplane. It's Richard Herring! Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. There's a question for Ross Noble there. I don't know who it's come from. Very excited. Oh, you know what it's like when it gets stuck. Cool. Hello. Welcome to Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast, or as all the cool kids are calling it, Leicester. Ah, you're much better than last week's audience. I just laugh because I just do it every time. It's just, but I'm just thinking of the people at home. Oh, not that again. Just read them. I don't know. I'm reading this. I've got nothing for the second one, obviously. Although, I was quite interested to see the week we recorded this. They discovered some lost Doctor Who episodes, which must have excited a lot of people in this audience. That man's shaking. I want to just get that man shaking his head. He's too cool for this audience. There you go. What do you think about that? You excited about Doctor Who?
Don't think I've ever watched a single episode.
You've watched a single episode? Tell you, Mike. Ooh, look at that. That was the wrong room to say this in. You didn't know the rest of the audience. But my audience is changing. It's developing. It won't. You nerds are. In 3 or 4 months' time, I won't have to bother with you anymore. It'll all be cool guys like that. He's shaved off his hair to look cool. Have a look at him. He's cool. And then have a look at you. Then have a look at yourself. Buy the DVD. You maybe haven't looked in a mirror. Look at yourself.
I'm fantastic.
Not cool. Not cool. The butlers are cool. They know I love you guys the best. I hate these non-Doctor Who liking people, idiots. But it's gone for turn for a worse, hasn't it? That's it. It was going so well, and he lost the audience. I like Doctor Who. Got him back. They forget everything. I was kind of hoping they'd get maybe some extra Matt Smith or David Tennant episodes. They'd find not only the rubbishy old black and white ones, but unfortunately, there was. If anyone's lost, I've got some of the Christopher Eccleston ones on DVD. If anyone needs those, the BBC. I don't know if they've lost those. There could be some extra ones with David Tennant. And, they don't put them all out because some of the adventures aren't as exciting. He just turns up at the planet and solves something straight away, or it's just not some. The BBC decide, no, that adventure was exciting enough. We can put it on. Okay, no, all right. It's kind of making a joke. Making a kind of joke there. I'm going to talk to the audience instead. I know quite a lot of these people. What's your name, sir?
Clive.
Clive. I love the way you say that, Clive. And what do you do for a living, Clive?
I'm a company director.
You're a company director. Are you together with Antonia from last week? Come back again this week, haven't you? Hey?
Clive. What does your company? It's the same thing. You're working in the same job. Are you?
No.
No. I love his voice. Is that what got you? Is that it? Because I absolutely would just. I'd probably have to turn the lights out. But if you talk to me like that, I mean, you're clearly a man, so I don't know why that's worried. That gets me going. Is that? Hello, yeah. Take off your dress. Is that yeah? Doesn't not work so well with me though, right? What does your company do?
Communication.
Communications. No, I'm not surprised. Just go, hello. Yeah, I think you should buy this. Yeah, you doing well?
Very well, thank you.
Very well. It's nice. I'm slightly aroused. I might slap my erect dick in your face. Or, in fact, no. Actually, I think it would have to be the other way around. I think you're the alpha male in this scenario. There's some lovely ladies in the audience. Now I feel like a pervert because I'm filming. It seemed all right when I was filming you, but now it seems like look at these lovely. Look, girls. What do you do for a living, madam? Well, what's your name first of all? Kira. It's nice. What do you do for a living?
I'm a child therapist.
You're a child therapist. They're very nice, aren't they? This end, not IT. Butlers. They're helping people in a nice way. Child therapy and stuff. Can't really take the piss out of that. I can give it a go. No, I'm not going to. And what's your name?
Laura.
Laura? What do you do for a living, Laura?
I'm a GP.
You're a GP? That's all right, isn't it? It's a doctor. Have you got a funny job? Or a sexy voice? Or give me something to work on here. What's your name on the end?
Claire.
Claire, I can tell something exciting is going to come out of your mouth. What do you do for a living, Claire?
I do fundraising for a campaigning organisation.
Fundraising for a campaign? For a campaigning organisation. You fucker. Why can't you be a GP like that, lady? Help, she's saving lives. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. You win. All right, well, I think I've shown you that on the occasions where the audience banter goes really well, that is quite impressive, actually, because it is quite a difficult thing to do. So I think I've got you. It's very difficult to do. Well, I did well with this guy. But to be honest, when it goes out, just going to be hello, and then please welcome Ross Noble. So, will you please welcome our next guest? He is best known for his work on I Love 1981 and I Love 1982, but not I Love 1983. Once Andrew Collins became involved, he'd had enough. Will you please welcome Ross Noble, ladies and gentlemen? Come on in, sit down. Mind my... How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks.
Good. I hope you're impressed.
Do it all like that.
You can do it all like that, so that would be
Can
fun.
I do it like that? So I'm like the Jack Killian on the Midnight Caller show. Do you remember the
I do not.
person over there?
I do not.
Look at that. No, look at that. No, I'm going to do it like that. Like a really old Freddie Mercury. Like if Mercury had lived, then that's what he'd be doing now. Instead of the long, it's some kind of magic, he would have just had that there and he would have held it like a coaster. Maybe he's with a cup of cocoa just on there. And it's kind of magic. That's what I'm going to do.
It's annoying that you're funnier with a microphone than I am with some living human beings.
Where are the Doctor Who fans so we can pretend that's a thing?
Definitely on the found videos. That could be an old monster.
You know the best one? Do you remember in the McCoy era? Do you remember the Paradise Towers? Where they had Bertie Bassett was one of the bad guys.
I do. Vaguely remember.
They haven't reimagined him in the new era, have they? If you didn't see it, it was Bertie Bassett in a tower block. And stop looking at me, he's just dreamt this. This was a genuine, in the same way that Nicholas Parsons was in Time and the Rani. Do you remember that? No. Good night, everybody. Child therapist.
I think even...
Who was that? I was out the back. I just heard you go child therapist.
Yeah, child therapist.
There's no fun to be had there.
There's
nothing but fun to be had. We don't know why she's giving the children therapy. They might be little fuckers. They might have killed many times. And she's trying to wean them off murder.
That's what I was. That's what I was trying to
How do
avoid.
you wean somebody off murder? You basically give somebody a really big knife and a victim, and then a smaller knife and a smaller victim, and then you work your way down
that
until
is
they've just got a ladle and they're just hitting a baby pig with a ladle.
It's
I
essentially.
know you said
the
label
plot.
there. That's what are you thinking of? Trying to get a child to rub a label on a pig. What? She's an idiot. You're an idiot.
It's essentially Dexter. That's what Dexter is, though. They're trying to wean
A sexual
bloke off.
Dexter?
They're trying to essentially.
Oh, essentially Dexter.
They're trying to
Sexual
wean,
Dexter.
He's quite sexual.
It
They're
is
trying
in
to
many
wean
ways.
Dexter off. It's hard. My wife likes Dexter. Do you watch Dexter?
I do watch Dexter.
I don't like Dexter.
Name any
Shit.
TV programme, I've probably watched it. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. You don't like Dexter?
No, it's too far-fetched.
It's just that Fred West, isn't it? You go, now that's a murder.
That's
He's
they're
a
proper.
real proper. Yeah. Excellent.
Good. Well. I had a feeling I wouldn't have to say very much in this.
Sorry.
I don't think. Let's just throw that away. There's
I'll
no.
it's just nice to be out the house and there's people and all the rest of it. Can you answer me a question?
Yes.
You know, because are we allowed to refer back to earlier previous
yes.
broadcasts?
You are, people-
You know, last week when Dara was on,
I do. I remember.
or a previous, or a different week.
Yes.
Many times ago. Many times ago in the far distant moon. You know, he's talking about them Muslims, right?
Yeah.
Well, because I've had that. People just go, oh, you make jokes about Christians, you wouldn't make jokes about Muslims. I would, and I do, and I'm about to again. So, I don't give a fuck. I'm really hard. I'll just fight them.
You've got a motorbike. You can get
I'll
away.
just fight them all. No, is there a thing, right? I went earlier across the plaza area in the square.
Leicester Square.
Leicester Square, yeah. Yeah, it's a plaza area. It's nice now, isn't it? Now they've got their melted seats.
It is that they moved Charlie Chaplin from the square to the slightly less prestigious position of opposite the Leicester Square Theatre, which I think is a bit insulting to Charlie
just
Chaplin.
moved him up there.
Moved him up a bit.
With I like the melted seats because the homeless, they can't stay there for long. They just go whoosh and they're off. It's a flume. It's like a homeless flume. And they do. Westminster Council, they oil it. They oil with various lubricants so that the vagrants whoosh like that. At a film premiere, you'll have 5 or 6 homeless people just whooshing past on boxes. Hey! And they go down into a spiral like that, and then into the sewer, and then they're fired out into the Thames. It's disgraceful. I don't know why you're laughing, but I'm here to stop it. But the point is, right? I will, I know this might take me a while to get to this.
Go on, I'm looking forward to
genuine.
I'm just delighted it's just jokes about the homeless so far, and we haven't. I'm just hoping you forget about the Muslim material.
Oh no, they're Muslim homeless. Yeah. What they do is they get their they get their sleeping bags and zip them up, so they're just like that, looking out. So shut up. Look at you all going. Are we on camera? This is what I want to know, right? This isn't a joke, by the way.
No.
This is a genuine question. Islam is the... You've been saying Islam. Look at you going, oh no. Muslims, fine, don't say Islam. Is the Friday some sort of holy day? That's not a joke! That's a serious...
I'm not...
does anyone know?
I know in
if the Friday...
Judaism there is, but then they're very similar,
Friday...
the Jews and the Muslims, but they
Is
don't
it?
like each other that much. Given how much they're the same, it's weird how much they hate each other.
I'll tell you why, right?
Yep.
Because before I came here, I went to have a bit of food. In TGI's, wall-to-wall Muslims.
Right.
TGI Fridays, wall-to-wall Muslims, right? Surely there's something drawing them in. Because God, it's not. Thank Allah. It's not TAI Fridays, is it? It's look at you. I don't think. Oh God, this is on the internet, isn't it?
It is.
That's Richard Herring.
Richard Herring looking slightly disapproving of this material. He loves everyone.
TAI Fridays, but it's not. It's thank God it's Fridays, and yet wall-to-wall Muslims in the wall-to-wall Muslims. That's all mod cons, wall-to-wall Muslims. Oh yes, got your dishwasher. Got your dishwasher there, wall-to-wall Muslims. If you're after it's a new thing. Yeah.
Did you check with all of them they were Muslims, all of these people, or are you just guessing what Muslim?
Well, no, they were all wearing the veil.
Okay,
not the full.
So it's all female.
Oh,
Muslims.
sorry, you're right. I've been a terrible racist. Sorry. There could have just been lots of women who were wearing veils that just liked the fashion.
Could have been some nuns in there. There's this very similar look the nuns have.
But they continue all the way down. Yeah. They were just lots of women, lovely ladies, veiled ladies, veiled, not just a veil. And I looked around and I thought, oh, there's a veiled lady there, and then at the next one there's another veiled lady. If I'll be honest with you, I was playing Strike It Lucky. I was thanks to the 4 people that remember the glory days of Michael Barrymore and top, middle or bottom, and I like that. And I went, oh, there's another lady with a veil, probably Muslim. And then it was Connect 4. And then it continued, and it was.
To the other
I mean, it could have been a coach party. I don't know, but it just seemed it seems odd that a coach party of the ladies of a Muslim persuasion would go dinner and a show. Do you know what I mean? TGIs. I think they just all, it's good. It shows society. I love the way that
Muslims are allowed to eat in TFI Fridays.
I didn't say they weren't. I'm just saying that it seemed like there was a disproportionate amount of Muslims.
Are you saying they come over here eating our burgers? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not. But I'm just saying, it just seemed an odd choice.
Yeah.
It just seemed bizarre that there was that many in the...
I think we should talk about this for an hour and a half. Just
I could
dig in your way. You can, if at any point you want to
my
get
tiny shuffle. No, but I just, it was a delightful sight to see. Who doesn't like to see a large collection of Muslim ladies? I do. It shows that we've got, an exciting diversity of religions.
It does.
But
they're filling up the TFI Friday, TGI Friday.
No, I didn't say they were filling it up.
They're just along the wall,
taking all the tables and stuff. I mean, is Planet Hollywood still?
I'm not sure it's still going. Planet Hollywood.
See that full of Amish. Honestly, you would think it wasn't. But they had one poster up for witness, and word got round, full of the Amish, But they got to turn the lights out. It's a nightmare. They all pretend it's their birthday. It's an Amish birthday, and they go in there and say, "Could you turn that?" I can't do an Amish voice. No, sorry, did I say can't do? I won't do. They go in there and they say, "Can you just turn all the lights off so that we can have our birthday?" And then, because they're not allowed, electricity and all that.
That's right.
And then they light the candles, and they come out, and then the next one goes, "Oh, I forgot it's my birthday as well." And then they string that out over the whole night. I love the way some of you are going, is this true? Of course it's not very true. Yeah. And they string it out, and then the next one, Jacob, tell him it's my birthday. And then another one comes out, and they just keep doing that all night long. That's why they've got those weird beards. They've been burned by the candle. Got any questions?
Yeah. I don't know, I'm not sure. What do you remember about being in I Love 1981?
One pride, one goal.
What do you remember about your work on I Love 1981 and I Love 1982, but not any of the other I Love 1980?
I didn't. I was on...
You were on both. You were on two. It's on IMDb. They wouldn't lie about that.
No, I was on one episode of I Love... I was born in '76. What the fuck do I know? Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So...
Yes.
You do have an unusual phobia. According to the internet.
Is that according to the wiki?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, it's Julian Assange. Oh no, Wikipedia. Sorry, I thought that had got out on WikiLeaks.
Is that
I'll
real?
be down that embassy. Oi, what you fucking saying again, you bastards? I'll be pulling the flag down. Get off our flag.
Do you have?
How they talking?
Do you have a phobia, or is it a lie?
What about glass eyes?
Oh, yes.
I'm slightly worried about glass eyes.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, if you're doing a gig and there's like people in the front row with the glass eye laughing and they go like that and they shoot out and shoot you in the tits.
Yeah. You've got a very high opinion of your ability to make people... I'm so funny enough. I can make people's eyes pop out of their heads.
You want to see the...
I want to see it.
You want to see the tit injuries I've got? Based on the fact, you know...
Does anyone have a glass eye in the audience? I mean, you don't have to... No, yes, no. It would be great if you did. I mean, no, it would be kind of sad, but...
Is he?
You've probably got used to it by now.
Is he the butler?
No, he's just trying to pretend. Let's have a look at those eyes both see. They're, you know, it's hard to tell because they're very realistic now. Oh. The glass eyes.
Is he? Where's the butler?
There's 3 butlers all in a row. Although you're not a butler. You know, you are the butler.
Brilliant.
You've changed around. No.
I do apologise if there's
You're the
anyone from overseas who didn't get that joke.
That bus should have been there 20 minutes ago.
Did you get... You know what I'm doing?
Well, I do know, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're born in 1976. How do you know about on the odds?
I have an extensive archive.
I used to have a little moustache. Like,
Oh, yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
That's what it was mainly based on.
What was the question?
Your phobia, the glass eye phobia.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened with the glass eye thing. I mentioned about... I was talking about glass eyes quite a lot, right? And I get these things in my head. Tonight, let's categorise those as religious people. I had these things in my head, and so I was talking about the glass eye thing, and then the next night, I was in Liverpool. I was talking about glass eyes in Liverpool, and then the next night, I was in Newcastle, and I walk out on stage, and there's a box, like people bring stuff to my gigs and just leave all kinds of weird shit on the stage, and there was a box, and I opened the box, and there was a glass eye in the box, right? Yeah, brilliant. It wasn't it was weird actually. It wasn't like an actual. You'd think it was like a marble with an eye on it, but it's actually just and it fits over. You know, it's quite. So I enjoyed myself. That sounded wrong, didn't it? Oh God! Oh, I'm absolutely terrible. I enjoyed myself with a glass eye, and. Oh dear, my bits were looking at me, judgmentally. Don't. So anyway, thought nothing of it, had a lovely time, talking about this glass eye on stage, thought nothing of it, until a year later, when I returned to the same venue, and this time there was a press cutting on the stage, and it was from... a Liverpool newspaper describing a robbery that had taken place where a house had been broken into and somebody had stolen a glass eye. I was in Liverpool when I was and then the next night, so I don't know whether that was pure coincidence or whether somebody went, "Ooh, we're going to see him again tomorrow night in Newcastle, let's break into the house of one-eyed Pete." How would they know he was wearing a glass? Oh no, because he'd left it on the side. So yeah. Is any of this usable?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it just all gets used regardless. That's
good. All right.
That's how it works with this.
Yes.
So again, we're proving that improvisation, when it works. It's pretty killed. It's pretty. We can be killed. And have you ever seen a ghost? I'm asking you emergency questions, but I think that, again, you've been in a situation where you might have been involved in a ghost, according to the internet. Not in a ghost. Have you ever seen a ghost?
I thought it was a ghost.
Yeah.
And then I was just passing the stage door of the musical Ghost, and the fella playing Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Had not taken his makeup off. and I ran at him, trying to take him down.
And then
he lifted me aloft.
He is dead.
Yeah.
He is dead as well, you know, so it actually was a ghost.
Well, I went straight through him. He was at the stage, he was heckling. The ghost of Patrick Swayze was at the stage door. Ooh, this is pissing on my memory. Ooh, I don't like it. Ooh, I've had time of my life. Yeah. Clay everywhere. It was ridiculous. Did you see that? See that musical? The
I
Ghost.
didn't see the musical. I have seen the film of Ghost.
Yeah, the Ghost musical.
They're doing musicals of everything.
Everything.
You know how they could have improved the musical of Ghost? This is a running joke for the audience. They should have put a Shrek in it. That's what. Once the series, now that's it. That's it. That's your lot. Don't go at it. That's all you're fucking gonna get. And you went at it. That's it. I might not do it in the next series. You're gonna have to wait another series. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah. Having a kind of sound argument with some members of the
What is it? What is the? What
That's
is
just a joke. It's a running joke that you got to put. You improve things by putting a Shrek in them. Not the Shrek, a Shrek.
Oh, a Shrek.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything's better with a Shrek in it.
Did you see Shrek the musical?
No.
You would have liked it.
There's two Shreks.
Two Shreks.
Too many
Yeah.
Shreks.
No.
It's just going to be one Shrek.
And his kids.
There you go, too many Shreks.
Yeah.
That was the problem with Shrek 4. Way too many Shreks and Shrek.
Yeah.
You know, even Shrek 1 had a few Shreks. We're not doing the Shreks anymore! You're tricking me into doing the Shreks. We're not doing the Shreks anymore.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
This is just you sitting in a chair. Yeah. Literally entertaining yourself.
It is, yeah.
This is amazing. But the thing is there's about 4 people going, oh, that's straight, yeah. That's brilliant. That's the equivalent of if Brucey walked out in there. Just to see it, and everyone went, dunno. Is it? That would be great if, oh God, how funny would that be? If you got everyone in the, if you were the warm-up man for Strictly Come Dancing, and you went out there and you just went, right, when Bruce comes out, right, he'll come out, it's nice to see you. You all just go, is it? That'd be great. What's going on? I'm frightened.
It's the moment's
I'm not feeling well.
Like,
What's that about? Not turning up. Has that ever happened? I know he's the national treasure and all that, but for fuck's sake, like seriously, he didn't turn up on it. When's that ever happened? Have you ever on Saturday Night TV? Has there ever been? Hey, welcome to Noel's house party. Nah, Noel's poorly. He's not turning up. So what the fuck? Even if you're dying, it's Saturday night. Like I know he's old and that, and
He is quite old.
but. Fucking drag yourself up there. I can't see you. I've lost my vision.
there's a good chance that he will die between this recording and the time it goes out, so this will seem quite inappropriate, but...
He might have already died. Has he come back?
He could be.
Was he?
He didn't, he could well be dead. We're all going to die.
Ask me that question again. Have you seen a ghost?
Have you seen a ghost?
Yeah, on Strictly Come Dancing. Yes, to hold you. Yes.
If there are any Muslim Strictly fans and listening to this...
Oh, God, I'd
we're gonna
love
be
to
in
see
massive
that.
trouble.
Strictly Come Muslims, imagine that. Just like sequined burqas. Dun, 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 dancing around. Did she do well? We don't know. We couldn't see her feet. Just be that. Nothing.
So I think
I love it. I love the fact that you've gone, fuck it, let's just go with him on it now.
This-
If he's gonna die, we'll all die.
It doesn't, man. Me just you've got the experience of what it's like being my wife. My wife doesn't find me funny at all. I spend all day just joking and laughing at myself, and my wife just goes... I was sitting in a restaurant, we were having breakfast in this little cafe, and there was a mirror behind my wife, and she was getting annoyed because I was looking at myself and then pulling faces and laughing at myself. And she got genuinely annoyed and said, "You can't. We're going to have to change seats if you're going to keep on looking at yourself." And then I was pretending to look at the camera and go. And she does, and then she gets cross because she says, "You're not doing this." And I say, "I'm trying to make you laugh." You go, "You're not. You're just trying to make yourself laugh." It's quite annoying.
Have you got kids?
I haven't got any kids.
Oh God!
You've got kids. You've got 2 kids.
Oh God! That's the. You know that horrendous situation where your wife is going off for fuck's sake, right? As soon as you have the kids, you cut her out the equation. Honestly, she sat there going, "Can you stop doing this to the kids?" Not important. And all of a sudden, it's socially acceptable again. Yeah.
It's good.
You want to get on?
I kind of imagine you might be a terrible dad because you come out.
Of course I am.
You come out. But I think you might not be fun. You think it must be the most fun to have Ross Noble as your dad. But I think you do all your playing on stage, and then you get home and you go, "Fuck off, shut up."
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly. There will be none of that. Oh God, no! It's the opposite.
Is it?
It's the 5. I've just got an accomplice now. It's brilliant. It's just the most fantastic thing ever. Yeah. No,
I can imagine. It must be
some kids now. Well, not
gonna
now.
try.
She'll give you a few. You've probably got a right couple of little shits you don't want. Sitting there swinging a clock in front of them. Sorry, I've confused therapist and hypnotist. Do you ever do the hypnotherapy on the children? Never tried. Give it a try. Oh. Get a Paul McKenna book or something like that, you know. Yeah, and then what's the most common thing with the kids that you have to? What sort of therapy?
You probably shouldn't film her while she's saying this. It's probably confidential.
Yeah, but she's not saying which specific kid. I'm not pulling out medical records and going, "Right, let's have a look at this fella here. And he's here tonight." Pull the curtain back, he's gaffer taped to a chair. No, that's escapology. Sorry, I'm just doing it all, you, like Darren Brown. What's the most common thing that with the... Sorry, I'm quite interested with it.
Fine.
What sort of things like when you're treating the kids?
This is why I didn't go into this at the beginning. That's why I thought this would be a difficult area to go. We'll see whether...
Right?
We'll see. I'll watch a pro.
This is what's going to happen,
yeah.
right? She's going to say something, and everyone's going to go, "Oh, fuck," right?
Yeah.
And then it'll be like a plane, right? It's going to go, there'll be cloud, turbulence, like that. We'll be driving across a rocky road, and then the clouds will part, there'll be a mountain, like that. And then I'll go, and I'll get like that, and then the plane will start to lift, like that. And then we'll clear, and I'll go, ding, turn the seatbelt off. Right? And we'll be playing sailing. It'll be fun. I mean, I'm looking on the bright side.
Let's watch this.
We could go down in horrendous flames. It could be a horrible, horrible tragedy. It could be some sort of... This could be an air show with families eating picnics, right? I mean, this could be... I mean, it could be a charity picnic as well. Not just a regular picnic. It could be underprivileged kids on a day out, and we could crash into them. Yeah. But hopefully,
at least we've got a child therapist here ready for any of the victims.
Oh no, they're already dead. They're with Patrick Swayze knocking on the door. They've gone to the great big Brucey bonus in the sky. But it'll be fun. Ding, hey, would you like some wine?
Let's see.
What sort of things do you treat? We could be fucked here. We could be absolutely. But you know, nothing ventured. That's the way I look at it. You know.
I enjoyed the nothing ventured bit.
Yeah.
The children of
Yeah,
phobias.
it was a funny answer. What she did there was she tried to avert the plane going into the clouds. Let's push through. Whatever they're going through, that is the most piss-weak thing I've ever heard. Oh, I can't find my stickle bricks. Okay, well, Okay, well, tell me, when did you first lose the stickle bricks? Do you think the stickle bricks were a metaphor for the love from your mother? Whatever they're going for, fuck off outside and play football. No. Yeah, whatever they're going through, like what sort of thing. I mean, you don't have to be specific on cases, just the sort of general. They must be referred. Shut your faces! I swear to God. They must be.
Can we go back to the Muslims in TGI Friday?
They must be. They're getting referred from somewhere, aren't there? There's not some sort of stickle brick confusion workshop where they've just gone. Oh, you want to see her? She'll sort you out she's the stickle brick finder general. So that's a real thing. Go on, what sort of issues?
Children who are in school just having difficulties in school, that's usually the reason.
Difficulties in school.
Kids having difficulty in school. That's a good answer. Thank you for getting. No, thank you.
We're not even in the cloud yet. So what? Come on, these meals are getting cold back here. I've got lobster thermidor for the people in first class. For him to... So, what? So what? Bullied kids?
Yeah, bullying and children having difficulties with their learning.
Thick kids. Right.
I tell you what you could have helped me when I was a child. I didn't like to go to the toilet, sit down on the toilet, because that was a bad thing to do a poo. So that was you were mocked if you used those toilets.
What if you?
If you even had a poo at school in the 1970s. Right, I
thought you meant were meant to stand.
I was trying to say it in a nice. I was trying to say it euphemistically.
You were meant to somersault and shit at the same time, and allow the centrifugal force.
So sometimes, instead of, about 2 or 3 times, instead of going to the toilet, I shat my pants instead. How would you help me out of that? How would you help me out of that issue? It doesn't happen anymore, but I'd still be interested to hear the answer.
You know what I would have done? Plant pot shoes. Shoes,
yeah.
Right? Big plant pots,
yeah.
Right? Shit down the legs.
Yeah.
Right? Wait. Seeds.
Yeah, nature's fertiliser.
Yeah, straight in there. Beautiful, tidy village situation going on down there with the toast of the school.
Yeah. That would have worked.
She's not required.
Is my problem worse than any of the problems you actually have to deal with?
Well, you went on to quote Monty Python as a teenager, so in my book that's pretty awesome.
Okay, I did.
So just kids that.
That's a callback to a couple of podcasts ago. Said I went on to because I was annoyed with sliding doors that John Thingy Hannah quotes Monty Python.
Oh, he's a fucking twat.
He is, yeah.
Oh,
but we found a girl who likes Monty Python being quoted. She enjoys that.
Oh, God, that shits me, that film.
Yeah.
Was it the Monty Python? Fuck off. Just fuck. I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. Fuck off. Quote Monty Python at me, you loser. It genuinely annoys me, that
Me
film.
too.
It properly... Yeah.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Yeah,
I've gone into quite some detail about this. It's not just that bit, the whole thing.
Really?
The whole premise of it.
But that film is, of course, saved. The saving grace of that film
is nothing. Is the end.
Well, I beg to differ. Because that film was, of course, directed...
Yeah, by Peter Howitt from Bread.
From Bread! The bloke from Bread?
It doesn't.
The bloke from Bread?
Doesn't
And
rescue
Gene
it.
Boat directed Gwyneth in Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. That's a bit of fun. So just bullied kids and ones that are a bit shit at school. That's it. Children with disabilities.
Yeah, that plane's getting into trouble.
It is, isn't it? Oh, it's got a bit rocky. I foresee this in my, the physical or the mental. this.
Yeah.
No! I'm trying to wrestle this plane back from the brink. Because you said the word disability, and that was the cue for everyone to go, oh shit, he predicted this. This is. Yeah. And you're helping us.
It could have been worse. It could have been child rape. That was what I was worried about.
Don't just give me a minute. See, look, there was a laugh. There was a laugh. Ding. Lobster for the man in. See, we're fine. It's all good. We're out of it.
Give me a minute. Give me a child. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you an emergency question.
God,
I don't think.
very wrong place.
I'm going to go back old school. If you had to choose between having a hand made out of ham or an armpit that dispenses sun cream, which of those would you choose? You can eat the hand, and it'll grow back, but not straight away. The sun cream will be like 2 pots of sun cream a year. And not of a specific, so like that's two bottles like that of sun cream.
Right. Hand.
Yeah.
Every time.
Good. What I'd really love is if that was it for you. I thought this question Ross Noble will go on for 4 hours about this. Hang on.
Don't think there is nothing more to say on
There
the
is nothing. There's no more. That is the best answer we've had on that. If you had to...
oh, Lord, that said, if I did have that. Let's not throw that one off. No, go on, next question.
If you had to... Oh, no, this is a good one. This is from a child has asked this question.
I one of hers.
Yeah.
Where's all my stickle beans?
Would you rather be a cow or a badger, and why?
Well, in the current... I would say a few years ago, cow, very dangerous. They were burning them all alive. Whereas now, they've moved on to badgers.
They have.
So, I would say whichever they are not killing... Yeah. Which is odd, isn't it? Because the badger cull, when the mad cow thing happened, and there were big piles of cows, weren't they? And they're burning them in there. Oh, is that you getting hungry?
No, it's a burp.
I saw you. You went like that as if to go, those were the days.
Mad cows.
I used to stand in those fields with the piles of burning cows, just licking my lips. It's such a shame. You've overdone them. Right, left and centre. Pyres, weren't they?
They were.
Burning away. Burning cows. And yet now, with the badger cull, they're shooting them. Are they burning badgers? What's happening to the badger corpses?
It seems too much to do both, doesn't it? To shoot them out.
No, what's happening to the massive piles of dead badgers? No one's thought about that, have they? It's all very well, Brian Mace singing away and all that. But maybe he should realise it's going to happen anyway. Why not go right? Badger storage, corpse storage. That's what he should be singing about. What is it, in some yellow storage unit in Epping, on the edge of London? What's happening to are they Cruella de Vil style coats?
That'd be nice. It'd be nice if they did something with them. They could make.
Well, they should be, because if they're not, there's a big pile of burning badgers somewhere. That'd be a hell of a night, wouldn't it, if you got all their corpses and didn't tell your mates you had. And people come round and say, what you invited us round for? Have a look in the garden. Have a look at that, just a big pile of badger corpses. He's just there with some paraffin.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, that's right, my friends. Come on. Get your kit off, come on. It's happening. It's actually happening.
That's quite interesting. With the cows, they burnt them, but they could have used the leather, couldn't they? There's no reason why they couldn't. It's because it's mad
leather. Mad leather. Yeah. Should have seen the trousers. That's how Michael Flatley got started doing that. Mad leather in the
waist.
All the jackets and that. It's like Elvis. People didn't want to. I don't want to be an Elvis impersonator. That sleeve, that's mad cow sleeve. Yeah. But yeah, they should have. Yeah, but Julie, the pelt of the
badgers
of the badger, that should be utilised. Nobody. I mean, obviously, you'd have to shoot them in the face. No, because you don't want your nice gloves. Oh, these gloves are a bit of a breeze going through these.
But they
why did
use
you shoot them in
I
the
think
leg?
they use the heads of the badgers for. Is that right for the sporrans? That was someone talking about is the sporrans actually made out of the head of the badger? Yeah.
Maybe you can just address
It'd be
the front row.
It'd be useful.
Like Neil Oliver was going to be. Well, I'm very glad you
Usually-
asked me about that. Richard.
Usually they're very good, the audience. They usually know the answers to things, but today, thick as picture. Just posh ones.
What, just posh people? Or just posh badgers? They're lining them up like that and just going, "Oi, badger! Yes, can I help you?" He's a posh one. Well, have him. But if you go, "Excuse me, badger," and he's like, what do you want, you fucking muppet? Nah, on you go.
It's
Chuck him on the pile, we'll dance round him nude. What's happening to there's thousands of them getting shot right, left and centre?
yeah.
So why? And also,
Well, they're escaping. They're getting away. Most of them. They can't get them. They're too wily. The badgers.
is that right?
Yeah. That's why you're not seeing big burning piles. I know you love seeing different animals burning. Seeing which colour flame they will make as they all. It's green.
That's what they do. The badger. Blue flames. It's amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
So which one would you rather be though?
Oh,
Yeah.
cow.
Cow. Good. Again, answer. As long as we get the answers, that is the main thing. I've
Although
got.
actually, what I'd probably do now,
Yeah.
if I was a badger, I would probably I'd probably get me and all my mates together, take down a cow, take it down, because you need a few, take it down, hollow it out, right? Hollow it out, and then like a sort of like a Trojan cow situation, and then I'd get in the head, so I was operating the cow, and then I'd get all my badger mates like in the legs, fill it out, so it's all badgers, and then move blend in with some other cows, and then when the hunters come through, pointing the guns around, leave it, it's a cow, and then you'd be able to...
And then what would happen, Russ?
Well, ironically, the cow would look a bit mad, and they'd go, "Oh, fuck it, start again, burn it." And then I'd be inside the head going, "Oh, not again."
Good.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, when I say a Trojan cow, what I mean is
Yeah.
just a cow that happens to have been hollowed out to allow the badger hordes to hide inside. That sort of implies, by calling it a Trojan cow, that the cow would then enter, say, the courtyard of a hunter and then wait until the dead of night.
Yeah, that's what I thought might happen, and then come out.
Imagine the sight. On Spring Watch, right? There's Kate Humble, right? Ironic, she's not. Full of herself. She, I can see all wildlife. Yeah, whatever, kid. So, she's there, right? Cow's just in the background. That's what I'd do. I'd move me and my friends, move into the back of the shot, while Kate or John Craven, Matt Baker, any of Ellie Harrison, any of the Country File presenters, Peter Purvis, and I'd wait until they were pieced the camera. And you join us here in the Cotswolds, where this week, and I just in the back, not loud enough so we'd have to start again, but just so there's just an idyllic scene. The director will be going, "Oh, this is fucking gorgeous. We've got the cow. That's the money shot for Country File. Just a cow walking across, and then just at the point where he talks about cheese making or the old style woodland looms, he just as he gets to the bit, the cow would just go like that and just flatten on the floor as all the badgers dropped, and then just scoot off into in fact, reform as a big finger like that. Fuck you, Humble. That's what I'd do.
That's good.
Yeah. So, to answer your question, badger and cow.
Badger. You're the first.
But
You're the first person to come up with that answer.
But imagine the delightful irony if they've turned around and they went, "That's amazing. We've never caught that on camera before." A cow literally and thousands of badgers running out, and that's how they're eluding the cull. And then the wildlife expert grabs one of the badgers, just goes, "This is amazing, check it for TB, it doesn't have TB." And then as he's just stroking it like that, and loads of tiny cows came out. And then we're fucking mental! And run away. Yeah. That's how nature works.
It is.
Mother Nature, always one step ahead. One step ahead of the humans. It's great to be out of the house.
It is very nice to have you in. I don't
Now,
think
at
this.
At this point, right, you're asking me about my daughter,
Yeah.
right? At this point, my wife would be going, "Oh, for fuck's sake." The child would be going, "Yeah, Dad, right." And another thing, right? What if the mice were pretending to be cows as well? I'd be going, "Oh, you are lovely." Yes, go on. What's the next one?
I've been looking at your Wikipedia page. I think
Brilliant,
I'm not.
yeah.
There's a citation needed, which is answered actually within the page, I would say.
Right.
The citation needed says you're born in Newcastle upon Tyne.
Yes.
Were you born in Newcastle upon Tyne?
Well,
It
yes.
says you grew up in Cramlington, in Northumberland.
Yes, named, of course, after Crammel the Dane.
Yes,
one
of
of your
course.
people, I believe.
That's right.
No, I was born in Newcastle. In fact, I had an argument with Cheryl Cole about this.
How did you?
Yeah, because me and Cheryl all the time hanging out, arguing over our places of
Yeah.
it. So Cheryl Cole, she was born in Walker.
Right.
Walker,
Yes.
for the southern people. Born in Walker. And then she moved to Heaton, which is quite close to Newcastle,
Yeah.
part of Newcastle. So she claims to be more of a Geordie than me. Whereas I was born in a hospital which is no longer there as a direct result of my birth. Quarantine the area! Yes, that was my mother's vagina exploding. Exploding life. And so I was born. Oh, yeah. It's just life. Did I say? Look at you.
So I'm enjoying being able to sit back and have a rest. It's been a long week.
Imagine if it was the old days with tape. There'd have been a cassette change there, wouldn't there?
I think it might, that
Hard
might be the case.
drive. They just sucking all the cameras. The hard drives have run out, and they're now taking power from Leicester Square. Right now, you know that big sign, the big illuminated sign. That right now is just a badger inside a cow costume. There's a picture of that, and my mum. Like that. I'll tell you what, that TGI, they'll all be like that. What the hell is that? Anyway. Did I say there were Muslims looking out? No, I didn't. They could have been anyone. You read too much into that. So, the point is that, can I book in for a session with you after this? What was I saying? Yeah, so
You were born in
I was
Newcastle.
born in Newcastle,
Yeah.
and then I grew up in Cramlington,
Yeah.
which is about 8 miles north of Newcastle. Strictly speaking, in Northumberland. So I'm sort of Northumbrian, and that's, yes. But I would claim that it's like the Cockneys, you know, if you're, you know, like
Yeah.
born within the sound of Jimmy Neal singing, then you are a Geordie. So, yeah, so we had a bit of an argument,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's good. That means that whoever puts together your Wikipedia page can take that citation needed off. That's. I'm just trying to help. This can't be true, though. That at Cramlington, at one end of Cramlington, there's a paracetamol factory. At the other end, there's a razor blade factory. That is a joke that you have made about the suicidal nature of the town.
No, there was Sterling Organics at one end,
Yeah.
made paracetamol. Not anymore. I think they've moved on.
Yeah.
And then at the other end was Wilkinson Sword, which was the big razor blade place. So that is a genuine.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a genuine. And also, Cramlington was actually mentioned. It was an airship base in the First World War, and really, and it's mentioned in one of the Biggles books. Just a little fact there about a little known fact about the. I mean, the fact that you know fuck all about the modern history.
I used to live in Loughborough when I was 4 till 8, and the Ladybird book factory was right behind my house. Beat that! You can't! People don't even remember Ladybird books, do you? Do you remember Peter and Jane? Remember that? Yeah, that's how we all learned to read. I learned to read in the shadow of the Ladybird factory.
That's a big...
I went back to Loughborough to look for it. It's not there anymore. Don't go back.
The Ladybird books not?
No, there's a factory there still, but it doesn't do Ladybird books anymore.
What's it? What?
Don't know what it does. It just because it used to have the Ladybird on it, I think.
What, the Ladybird still? There's a giant Ladybird inside, just making weapons. I was making no money from the books.
Could be.
But
Do you
I will
really?
take over the world?
Do you really own a tank?
Yes. Well,
Abbott 433 self-propelled gun, I should say.
Yeah, it's a self-propelled gun. But yes, I do. I own an ex-military. Yes, I do. I bought it from a...
Do you need a permit for that? Or just,
you know what's amazing about it's... you don't have to pay the congestion charge. Seriously. Yeah, no, I decided... there's a company, and you can check this out. The company that I bought it off are called Tanks a Lot. Swear to God. And some people would go, it's got a funny name for a website, and I went, I think I'll buy a tank. And, so you can. There's no rules about it. From where I live, if the gun's deactivated now, but if I was to, I should probably be careful what I say. If the gun worked, from where I live, I could hit Gatwick. That's true. It's deactivated though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. That's not a threat. That really isn't a threat. But I tell you what, it'll make them Muslims think twice, won't it? That's a joke. That is a joke. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Badger cull in our village is going well. Yeah, I had the fucking lot. Oh yeah, it came down with the guns. Put them away, lads.
I can't think of a safer man to have. Safer hands.
It's amazing, honestly. It's such a the tank is such a laugh, right? It's honestly, but you've got to buy it. Just buy a tank, right? Just seriously, go out there. Tanks a lot. Tell him I sent you. He'll give you a discount.
How much is it roughly? Is a starter tank?
You've got to want
How much?
one. You've got to want one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. To be fair, you can get a 432 armoured personnel carrier. It won't have a gun on the top, but it's a tracked vehicle, and you can get all your mates in there. You get one of them for $3 or $4 grand. You know,
okay.
that's your sort of starter.
Yeah.
You know, that's your
not
starter
bad
thing. But if you want a gun, you got to go big. You know. And I know some of you are judging me, going, you know, in this present, you know, economic climate, is it acceptable when there are people struggling that you bought a fucking tank? Well, I take your point. But at the same time, it's pretty cool. It is a pretty cool thing to have. So,
and, you know, someone's got to keep the second-hand tank people going.
And also, yeah, you know, like some people buy sports cars or have like a... The way I look at it is a lot of people, like, you know, mad coke habits, you know, put it all up their nose.
Yep. Where
me, I don't go in for all that business.
No.
So what have I got to show for it?
Thank goodness you don't. I mean, fucking hell.
But here's the cool thing. Could you imagine? It is a problem though, because when I get hay fever, and sometimes if I make meal, I'm going, yeah, and the thing, right, and then they're like badgers inside of a cow, and then I got, and they go, oh, like that, and I just go, no, I've got a tank, and they go, oh, fine, yeah, and I went a bit mad. I moved out to the country, and I there's space to do anything I want, which is fucking terrifying, because you can't literally do, you know, when anybody comes round, I go, right, do you want to drive the tank? And women, right? This is a weird thing. I know this isn't a sexist thing. This is literally when you say to women in general, so I've got a tank, and they always go, why? Right? You say it to a bloke, I've got a tank, and they go, can I drive it? Straight away, right? But weirdly, if you go, I've got a tank, and if you say it to women, before they've had a chat, before the fella has had a chance to go, can I drive it? If you go, and they go, oh, you got a tank? I go, yeah. And I straight to the ladies, would you like to drive it? Boom! Straight away. The women fucking love the tank driving, right? So much so, my mum, right? You know, she's a granny, right? She came down to visit when I first got the tank, and I said, her and my auntie, I said, do you fancy a ride on the... So I put them in the turret, and off we went, right? Like shit off a shovel, right? Driving around, I turn round, there's a little Geordie Rommel, right? In the... There she is, lovely little Geordie woman, Nana, in the turret, right? Where it's, you know, in my head, El Alamein, it's all happening, right? So we're driving around. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a military enthusiast.
Right.
I have no interest in the history of military vehicles. I just like driving shit, right? So she's in there, right, driving away, and then I said, give it a go. Do you want to drive the tank? She went, I don't know. I said, come on, have a go. So I lower my mum into the tank, right? And she's only a little woman, right? So she can't really see. Just like this, right? So she can't see where she's going. She's in charge of what is essentially a death machine, right? Which was hilarious, right? And I'm going, floor it! So she's driving the tank all around the... Right? I've got like woods and stuff. And there's trees going everywhere, and there's Badger sets. Don't even need to fire the gun. I mean, I'm destroying... I mean, Humble would be... Oh, she'd be in tears, right? So just destroying the countryside, right? But, you know, it'll grow back. So anyway, so she drives it around. Gets out, loves it, right? Everyone would drive, oh, I love the tank, right? Then, it was when the eldest child had just started at this nursery, right? And you can imagine, I filled the child full of things that aren't necessarily facts. And, you know, I sort of tell her things, and, you know, she repeats them in adult school. That's not real, right? She does think I'm magic, like actually magic. It's brilliant. I put thread on things, and then I go like that, and I pull the thing, and it goes poof, like that, and it flies across the room. She goes, was that you? Yeah. Anyway, so... But it's good, you see, that's what you for discipline, right? All the other dads are like, oh, you know, oh, you'll be sent to your room, or, oh, don't make me with a smacking. If you think your dad's a wizard, it's just like, I go, stop doing that, or I will change it into a pig. Fuck, right. So, that's by the by. So, she goes to a playgroup, right, a little playgroup for the first time. And she goes in there, and lovely little playgroup, now, you know, and she goes off and she's chatting away. And then I pick her up on the first day, and then I put a little coat on, and we're going out, and she's had a great time, she's telling me on. And one of the teachers goes, oh, she's got an imagination on her, this one, hasn't she? And I'm thinking, oh God, she's been repeating shit. And I said, oh, what's she been saying? She told us all that her grandma drives a tank. And I went, oh, where do they get it from? Hey, get out. Yeah. So that's true, yes, next.
That is true, that's good.
And I've got a rhino as well. I've got this, I've got it was actually a gift my wife bought me. There's a place near us which has got large sort of fiberglass animals. And I kept driving past and going, and I hadn't even pointed, like, I'd go, and she'd go, no, like that. And there was a rhino, a full-size rhino. And I went, I fucking love that rhino. And she went, we are not having that. You've already spoilt the idyllic setting that we live in. And I'd love that rhino. And she went, you are not buying that rhino, right? This is how much my wife loves me, right? Valentine's Day, a truck comes down the lane, right? 4 lads sitting in the back of a pickup truck with a trailer behind it, only a fucking rhino behind it. And what was brilliant is you couldn't see the truck, like with the hedges. So the neighbours are cottages all around. It's this rhino going along the... And Richie, his name is, and because then I can say to my daughter and go, who lives by our pond? Rhino Richie, right? And see, I was thinking, but I recently had. No, that's a great joke, right? And no, but here's the thing, right? I recently, I know it's elaborate, but you know, so. No, the funniest thing though is when anybody comes round and they don't know about the rhino, I always tell them, I say, all right, over the back there's a safari park and it's not funded properly. And I go, I said, so every now and again you get the odd zebra wandering through. I said, so if you see one, just let me know and then I'll ring the guy. He's a lovely bloke. He'll come round, he'll lasso it and he'll take it back. It's always fine. And they just go, what are you fucking talking about, you idiot? And then like we wander through and all that. And then he's down by my pond and that, and you see people just go, zebra. Oh, fuck, there's a rhino! Yeah. But I found myself, I had the good fortune recently, I found myself in Zambia, right? In a game reserve, right? In Gambia. And in Zambia. It's very confusing. They're very similar, aren't they? It's the other side of Africa. Anyway. And I it's a long story, but I got permission to, you're not allowed motorbikes in national parks, right? They're banned because the animals eat you and stuff. But I got, just eat you and stuff. So I got to ride a motorbike through this national park, and I met these guys who there's only 12 rhinos, white rhinos left. Don't start laughing already. You're going, did you kill one? There's only 12 white rhinos left. Now, I'm not, it was an amazing thing to see, and an incredible privilege to see these 12 white rhinos, right? And they're guarded, 24-hour guard, AK-47s, all safari guard, army guys that the government pay to guard the rhinos all the time, right? Mainly from Stephen Fry, constantly hassling them. Fry's back, back off. So anyway, I there's not a huge amount that myself and an armed rhino guard have in common, right? So I got my phone out. I went, I love rhinos, mate. I went, I've got one, right? And I get the picture of the rhino, and I show it to this guy. Now, his job is to guard white rhinos, and I want to show him that I am committed to what he's doing. And I went, this rhino, he's called Richie, right? And like an idiot, I thought, if anyone's going to love this, he will, right? And I went, Rhino Richie. You ever told a gag about Lionel Richie to an armed man who doesn't give a fuck, right? That man's face went... And he had that look of, I'm just going to shoot you now. And it was great, the way he just went, yeah, and then just wandered off. I
thought he was going to ask you for his rhino back. Give me that. There's 13 now. Yeah. Got an extra.
Well, that's the thing. If they just knocked in a few like mine, you just put them around the place and they confuse the poachers, you see.
I think all those machine guns are probably putting those rhinos off breeding. That's the problem. There'd be fucking hundreds of them if there weren't those guys around. Imagine you having to fuck with like people guarding you with machine guns.
Oh, you've gone to... Go on. Busy. Yes, go on. What's next?
Have
we been here for hours?
We've been here for quite a while.
Because I'm enjoying myself.
It's very nice.
I'm really enjoying
After a while,
myself.
it kind of washes over and then it's fine again. So we've gone all the way around past infinity and we come out untied again. It's fine.
If you just,
it's good.
Honestly,
I think it's going very well.
If at any point you just want to wander off, just drift off into the night. And I'll just keep going.
I've always wanted to do a show where you just did that and carried on going until everyone had left.
I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
No, seriously.
Have we got enough film in the camera?
Yeah. No, don't film it. In fact, if you want to go as well, I mean, I'm could you imagine? Just for the laugh. If you literally just if it was just us. Because at what point would it cease to be a show? Like, how many people would it have to get down to? Because you're still actively participating in it, and then that would be, and then would it get to the point where, like, even the butlers went, and it was just us on stage, and then there was a moment where you sort of saw the cameras turn off, and you just turned to me and went, "I killed a man." Do you think that would? Do you think that would? Just, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But someone would stay. They would stay. We'd never. If you could do it, if you could stay here until everyone went.
Yeah.
But people would stay. Someone would stay. And most sensible people would leave, but he would stay. Old Horton there, Thomas Horton. He would stay. He would stay forever. There'd be no food. He'd just start eating his own feet to stay here. You've been injured in some motorcycle accidents, and is it true that you had to, when you broken your arm, that an ambulance came, and the ambulance men wanted you to do some of your routine?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I got in the back of the ambulance, and I broke this wrist, right? See that big scar there?
Wow, yeah, that's proper.
Yeah, and people just think I've committed suicide. Well, attempted, obviously. Oh, it's all gone a bit Stephen Fry, hasn't it? Anyway, so it's another scoop for herring. Look at that. Let's not joke about suicide.
No.
It's not an issue.
What after you've just joked? You can't joke about it then go, let's not joke about it. That doesn't work, does it? I'm just going to do some racist jokes. Let's not joke about racism, no.
Because you just genuinely for a moment went, oh fuck, it's genuinely Oh, really? So, yes, I got in the ambulance turned up, and I got in the back of the ambulance, and I sat down, and there was two fellas in there, an older fella and then a young lad. And the young lad saw me get into the ambulance, and he went, brilliant. That's what he said. And the older fella, who had not a clue who I was, which made it even funnier to me, he's going, why did you say brilliant? And this bloke in the thing. And he just went, well, it's him, innit? And he's going, no. He's going, look, it's, oh, fucking hell. And I'm there, and my wrist is like hanging off, and there's like bone sticking out. And he's just like, he's going, oh, God, this has made my day. And I went, really? And he actually went, oh, brilliant. And the old bloke's going, what is going on? And he went, he's like my favourite comic. And he goes, all right. And the kid actually, and I was in a bit of a weird, pain, wobbly thing. And he went, go on, do your Stephen Hawking. And I was so desperate for morphine that I was there going,
Hello, dear. Could you please could I have some morphine?
and it's unbelievable.
That's how the NHS is going to be funded from now on. It's going to... the way things...
The best one was I broke my... I break things a lot. I broke that bone there.
Right.
And I smashed it off a tree. It was dirt bike, right? And I smashed it off a tree. And I thought it was just... I just thought it was a bit swollen, you know. I thought I just sprained it or something. And so I took a photo of it. And I thought, I won't go to the hospital. So I just tweeted a picture of it. I realised now. And I said, do you reckon that's broken? And every single person, well, I had about 1,000 tweets saying, man up. And then every single person said, if you can move your fingers, it's probably not broken. Which is wrong. It just means if you can move them like that, it's if that way. And so it turns out it was broken. And so I continued about my business for 2 weeks, going, well, that really is quite sore. Went out motorbike riding again. And this time I was going up with some rocks, and it went like that, and it properly snapped. And yes. And you broken bones?
No, I've cracked a rib.
It's this weird thing when you break a bone. Well, when I break a bone, I just have this weird sort of like go a bit pale and just really feel like doing a shit, right? It's weird. Although, which is odd because a friend of mine broke his coccyx.
Right.
He broke his coccyx bone, and apparently when you break your coccyx, it's not, you don't just feel like you do shit, you lose and you shit yourself. So he was on a racetrack and he came off and he landed and the bike spun off and flew that way and he was sliding along the ground and he went bang and he stopped and he went, oh God, and then, you know, and he was lying there going, I've broken my coccyx and I've shit myself. And the thing is, those leathers quite tight, you know. So anyway, so I went to the, you'll be.
That should have been my excuse back at school. Broken my coccyx.
and then I went to the doctor. I drove one-handed to the hospital. I was in Australia at the time, and I went in there, and Australian hospitals, insane. They work, and they're funded, and and the staff get properly paid and all the rest of it. And I walked, and I literally, the place was deserted, and I walked in, and I said to the guy, went to the triage nurse, and I think I've broken my hand, I feel like I want to shit myself, so probably, right? She went, yeah, you can see the doctor, and literally, like, opened the door, like I didn't even stop, and I went straight through to the doctor, and he went, he said, oh, give us a look at it, and he x-rayed it, and he came back with the x-ray, and he said, why didn't you come in sooner? He said, you've broken this twice, right? And I went, I tweeted a picture of it. This is a doctor, right? This is a qualified medical profession. And this is what I love about the Australians. He went, mate, you're a fucking idiot. Brilliant. Yeah. Can I have a second opinion? Yep, you're still a fucking idiot, mate. You're a fucking idiot. That's what the NHS needs. Go on.
Oh my God. We can't go on for much longer. But
let's push through.
Let's push through.
This is amazing.
Well, I kind of want to ask you about.
It's just like, I often think if I ever get Alzheimer's, right, how's anyone going to know, right? But like, this is the future. We will be in an old folks' home, and this is what will be happening.
Yeah.
And we will think that there are. Is this happening now? Are we in an old folks' home?
I worry about that all the time. Because when you're old in an old folks' home, you're remembering and you're living in the past. What if that is just what is happening now? That's what that's.
At some point,
that terrifies me.
My children will be sitting by my bed, and because of tonight, I will literally go, Badger Muslims!
I kind of want to ask you about the fire, but it seems like so inappropriate in the stupid things we're talking about. But kind of you lost everything in the fire in Australia.
It was a massive bushfire, and it destroyed my home and all my things and everything, and my lifestyle and my house and everything. It destroyed the lot. Yeah, and that's comedy.
But it's sort of. I mean, there's lots of terrible things about it, and obviously for you, I don't care. Lots of terrible things. What's it like to lose? In a way, there's a part of me that thinks like to lose everything, all your possessions.
You're absolutely wrong. That's what people think because they've got some bullshit Buddhist thing that having no stuff would be good. Try peeling a potato without a potato peeler. Fucking bullshit. The Dalai Lama is talking out of his arse. He's a fucking idiot, that bloke. Ooh, get rid of all your material possessions. Well, all right, but decide to get rid of your material possessions. Don't just come home one day and find a big fucking ashtray on the floor and just... Because it's everything. That's the thing. People think, it'd be brilliant to lose all of your stuff, like, just not have... But you don't... It's not like a selective thing where you go, you've got the clothes you stand up in, literally, you've got the clothes you stand up in, and I was quite lucky because I had a bag with like a pair of shorts and a hat, right? And that was, my wife had a nappy and a purse. That was it, right? She had the child with her as well, obviously. She broke her coccyx the week before. And then you've got literally nothing. And you go, and people will just go, that'd be really liberating. Yeah. And you sort of go, fuck, I need a pen, right? I'll go and buy a pen. So you go out and you buy a pen and you come back and you go, right, I'll make a sandwich. Oh, right, I need a knife. I'll go and buy a knife. And it's literally like everything's gone. And people go, that must be oh, it must be amazing to not be shack. Fuck that! It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So no, it's. But I know what you mean. There's a romantic idea.
No, but
not,
it's
of
just
not having of just being freed from the stuff.
Yeah.
What it did.
But did it make you realise that? Because obviously, luckily you all survived. Your family all survived, and it was a lot of people didn't survive.
Yeah.
So, but in a way, does it make realising?
No, because before that. No.
What about my stuff?
Fucking I need a potato peeler. I'm not going to peel a potato. No, because I never, like, I'm a very, this has got, this is properly,
I'm good.
hasn't it?
I'm good. I just lure you in with the Badger stuff.
There's that gear. It's taken that long. Fuck, could you imagine if Parkinson had to do that? Laurie Holloway is a skeleton like that. Finally, we've got round to the serious thing. You know, in all seriousness, well, I never take anything for granted, right? I'm the luckiest human being on the planet, right? Not because I didn't die and all that, but because I just am, right? I've got an amazing life. I've got everything I could ever possibly want. I'm spoiled beyond, you know, I'm the most blessed human being. I know it's all a bit symbols and that, but tambourines. But and before that happened, I felt that way anyway. I wake up every morning and just go, I'm the luckiest person on the planet, right? So something like that happens, and I know some people just go, oh, my life's a bit shit, and then something massive happens to them and they go, oh, actually, you know what? And it makes them view the world in well, I lived like that before that, so where do you go from there? I just went, where's my fucking potato peeler? It made me realise that there's, you know, all these, you know, there is no plan. There's kind of like one... In fact, it's very much like the movie Sliding Doors. It teaches us a lot, that movie, because because that's what you know. And I won't go into the sort of the story of why it's a long story, but basically a decision that you make, you know, like just tiny little things, little, just inconsequential, just tiny little stupid little decisions to do a thing, it means that you end up not dying. And that sort of, when you look at it like that, some people went, oh, it must make you feel like, it must make you realise that there's a plan and you weren't meant to. No, fuck that. It's literally like that thing happened and that thing happened and those things happened and my family didn't die. And then there's, you know, other people who made a different decision and it all went horribly. But what it did make me realise, because I was a big collector, right, of shit. I mean, didn't you buy a tank? Yes. Now I have two really big things, the Rhino and the tank. But I used to collect. I had a wine cellar, right? I hate wine, don't drink. And I converted the wine cellar into a dungeon, an archive of just comedy, you know, old comedies, albums of you know, rares. I had this massive collection of sort of DVDs and all. Get out, go on. He's just gone. Oh, it's gone all serious now. I liked it when he talked about badgers and all that. What was that? He just touched his back. Yeah, just admit you've shit yourself. But what it made me realise is that with possessions, there's two things, right? This is all possessions, right? It's not about having the thing, right? It's not about owning the actual having the object that's not what it's about. Every single object you own is basically like, it's a souvenir. You don't realise that things are souvenirs from your life, and the way those things sort of interact, you put two things together and that triggers another memory so they're sort of like, they're just triggers for the brain, you know. And so the idea of getting rid of all those things is, you know, if you can just have those thoughts and you can remember them all, but they, you know, I've completely forgotten what I was saying. And also, and basically, everything you own, most things, what it made me realise was I was the curator of a collection that nobody gave a fuck about. And that is ultimately, you know, when somebody dies, the stuff that means stuff, the stuff that matters, it just goes down the charity shop, or it goes on a pile of burning badgers, and that's it. It's like, and ultimately, I think once you realise that you're basically, anything any possessions that you have, it's not about the value of them. It's not even about their sentimental value. Ultimately, you're just curating a collection that nobody gives a fuck about. And if you can realise that, then everything just becomes. I have no now more so. I have no. If somebody turned around tomorrow and went, "Oh, your tank's gone," I wouldn't give a fuck. It's the thing, So, yeah. This is just how the Dalai Lama talks. Well, yeah.
I'll give you a copy of, to just get your comedy collection going again, a copy of my DVD.
In fact,
10.
you know what?
Do you want Fist of Fun?
Ironically, I had the Fist of Fun VHS.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. But that was just the best of, wasn't it?
There was only the live show, which is on. You can buy that.
Oh, right, okay.
On Series 1 of Fist of Fun.
Yeah.
The possessions aren't important, but that's no reason why you shouldn't buy some more of them.
Yeah.
You can have those. That's worth 50 quid. So,
Okay.
You're not getting paid now.
I'll give you 5.
Okay, I'll take it.
This is good, because this is now turned into cash in the app. What's that one with Dickinson's Real Deal?
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. So, what he's got there, Fist of Fun, it cost him 50 grand. Do you want to gamble? I think you'll get more than 5. Let's see what happens. Later on.
I'll take the 5.
Okay, here's a question for you. Who is more of a character, Tim Wonnacott or Dickinson?
I really hate Tim Wallacott. I have to tell you.
Do you?
I really hate him because I think he's just trying too hard. I think David Dickinson didn't realise he was a character and therefore is a character. Then he did realise and hammed it all up a bit. The worst thing about Tim Wallacott is he's decided that yes is a catchphrase.
Right.
See you next time on Bargain Hunt. Yes. That's not a catchphrase. I hate him. I hate him more than I hate sliding doors.
Has he fucked you? Because now I've got an image of you being roughly taken by Tim Wonnacott as he goes, yes!
No! Yes!
Some sort of...
No! You're saying yes, Herring! Yes!
And then
no!
Dickinson... No, you're there going, yes! Yeah. And Dickinson's at the side going,
Now that's lovely what you're doing there, but I think if you put a bit more into it, you might get more out.
And weirdly, in this, I'm seeing this as I'm seeing it as a sort of eyes wide shut style sex party. I'm seeing Dickinson observing, but in a mask. Everyone's wearing masks except Dickinson, who's got his just halfway off his nose, like his glasses. He's got his mask, and there's a sort of a lanyard situation going to either side. Wannacott's there, shagging you. Yes! While two of the characters with the masks on, one of them lifts it up like that, and it's the fella from Homes Under the Hammer. Who isn't concentrating on the sex party, he's making puns about what's happening. Because you know how like he makes every day, it's like he's talking about a bakery, and it'll be like, this old bakery here, let's hope they rise to the challenge and find the dough to and I've just got him and Lucy, right? You and Wonnacott humping away, right? There, Dickinson with his lanyard half mask on, right? Tom Cruise is there, obviously. We want the full eyes wide shut situation, right? Which I never got. You know in that film where he goes to the fancy dress shop and it's late and the guy's closing, he goes, I need a costume for the party, and the guy just goes, there's the outfit, and it's the same costume as all the people at the sex party. It'd be so much funnier if you opened the door, he was dressed as a chicken. Sorry lads, that's all I could get. So he's there, the Homes Under the Hammer fella, making puns about Wonnacott shagging you.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, he's got the herring like a fisherman, like a, you know, and you're...
It could go, they're having sex, but they won't want a cot because no children will be born.
Nice.
They could do that.
Yeah, because he's spotted.
Yeah.
Is he spotted? Yeah, but Wonacott's got a mask on. He
Oh,
doesn't
that's
know.
true, yeah.
Doesn't know he's there. You know. Yeah. I mean that's the way I'm seeing it. You know.
Sorry, I had it all wrong in my head.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking that you will never actually stop.
No, but what? No, but here's the thing, right? What's amazing, right? And I think this is a lesson. I think this is a real lesson in audience dynamics. I think what happened, right, is, I'm not going to lie, I think it's late in the evening, right?
Yeah.
She's
really hot
wondering what clothes to wear, right? It's very hot.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's had enough entertainment, right? I think we sensed that some time ago, right? I think you went, oh fuck, I haven't hit him with anything serious. You went there with a fire thing, and I got a bit too serious. And then it got funny again with the whole sex party thing.
Yeah.
And I think everyone sort of sensed that it was you went, oh, that's a good place to end. And you started to go for it. And then did you notice everyone's energy sort of came up again? It was like, there, listen to that laugh. That's a good, hefty laugh. They're back in the room, right?
Because they think it's going to finish.
They think it's going to finish.
It's not.
Even bigger. That laugh there was the laugh of people going, no, that's a good one to finish on, right? It's almost like when you go and say, it's like you've watched... We're at the Yakatomi Plaza, right? We're outside the Yakatomi Plaza. Bruce Willis, right? He's already gone. Alan Rickman's gone. He's off the building. He's come out. He's hugged his wife. That's where everyone's brains are now. They're outside the Yakatomi Plaza. They're thinking, oh well, that's it. He's got to hug his wife, play the credits, and the energy is. And then I've realised that and gone, ooh. And then people have sensed, oh no. This is going to go on. Feel how it's gone. It's sort of like everyone went, oh fuck no, let's back off. Let's not commit as much. And then the energy's just gone down again.
I think that
and now you're going, oh, I can't finish now.
If I could just sort of guide you through the curtains, we could carry on talking.
You know what? You know what we could do? We could genuinely... here's an idea, right? Let's just... Let's seriously...
Chris Evans has to go back to Wales and just...
Why don't we keep talking, but behind the curtains, and then actually see whether they believe we've finished? No, let's do that. Let's go back here. Like we'll keep the thing going. Yeah, that's it. So, right. So
they think it's finished.
They do. They actually think it's finished, and that's. Because that applause there that they did, that was quite a good, like, yeah, they've definitely finished.
Yeah.
And they think that was a joke. But because I've kept talking,
it's
now...
It's awkward for them now. They don't know if they can go.
They don't know if they should go, but we're still going.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know. One or two of them might have gone, no, actually, they have finished. And we should. This is the... Like, when you see a film, you know, and you've heard there's something at the end of the credits, they don't know... They now don't know whether we're just going to stop behind here or whether we are genuinely going to... They've turned the mics off! No!
Ladies and gentlemen, Russ
Thanks
Noble,
very much. Thank you very much. Thanks. Go and help the kids.
How'd you like them sky potatoes?